Well, good afternoon. It is Saturday, February 18th, 2023. We are rowing on the upper reaches of the Petaluma River. We've gone further than we ever have before. There's a tree down back, a couple hundred feet behind us now, that had always blocked our way. The crown of the tree was just right down in the water, and it looks like this might be the end for us. There was a bunch of kayaks that looks like they could sneak through the branches of that downed oak, but I can't do that. At least I don't think I can. Not easily anyway. I'm going to take a look around the corner here. If I had my sculling oar and if I could actually use the damn thing, I could sneak through here. But no, this is all hardwood here. This is no way through here. But I'm tracking this with my GPS, so there we are. Looks like a homeless camp up there. So we're still shy of the Smart Rail Bridge. A fellow on the bank said that the kayaks got all the way up to the outlet mall. Wouldn't that be nice? But I would need a chainsaw in here. Yeah, that low spot there where the kayak snuck through, there's what looks like a hard trunk of a tree floating in there. I'll turn around here and take a look at it. Yeah, I'd have to have my rudder off because the rudder draws about 8 or 10 inches of water. Yeah, if they snuck through here, they pushed that brush aside. I'm gonna go up there and just kind of nudge it a little bit. I don't want to get caught. One thing I don't want to do is get caught. Yeah, they can sneak through, but I can't. At least not today. So, let me, now I can set a waypoint later. Don't need to do it right now. Anyhow, we're going to turn around and head on back. I forgot to look at how many miles we've come up here before I turn the cameras on. Oh, and then I have the camera looking at myself. I'm going to turn it around and do a bit of a row around. That was looking downstream. Now we're looking upstream. And oak tree is fallen into the river. And it's essentially all the way across the river, but there is a low spot right there where I think the kayaks were able to sneak by ducking down and just pulling themselves by with their hands, grabbing the branches and stuff. I went around the corner here, around the oak tree, so we'll We'll go back there so you can take a look. Here's some voices off the west of the river. Anyway, this is the farthest I came up. If we had a chainsaw, we could open this up, get this all cleared out of here. But we don't have a chainsaw. Probably just as well, just as likely to get myself in trouble. So, well, we got the room to swing our oars to turn around. We will do that. So now the cell phone camera has had a complete view. I have to chip one oar to sneak through here. Otherwise I'm going to hit that oak tree. All right, headed back down the river. It is 12:37. So there's something over there in the brush that I like to scrounge when I can find them. It looks like there's a tent over there, so tent and a shopping cart. So somebody's living there. So it's not. That's their bucket. Right ahead of us there is the previous limit to navigation. That a lot of that tree that's laying across the river there was washed away in the recent flood conditions. So it was difficult getting through, and I did get stuck and had to take an oar out of the lock and use it as a pole to work my way free of the brush. But we'll see if we can get through any easier this time. Kind of zigzag around through this. Mighty push. All right. That was easier the second time. when I get down below the weir, I probably ought to unstep the mast here and get back over the transom, get all the detritus off the back of the boat. The rudder on this boat is a trap for floating stuff. Sometimes I can just turn the boat vigorously one side or the other and it'll slip out. Other times I have to lean over the back and physically one more push. All right. No more brush to deal with. Actually, we just came through with a big pair of pruning shears. Stout pair of pruning shears. I could clean a lot of this small stuff out of the way. Although the homesteaders up here are probably just as happy that nobody knows they're here. So we don't need to make access easier. Now just up on the west bank, although here it's the southwest bank, you can see there's an apartment or condo complex up there. And we are just about abaft the furthest north of those right here. I know what I need. I need something to drink. Much better. Much better. The houses that you can see ahead of us there are in a neighborhood that I believe is called the Payran neighborhood. It's the upper end of the sort of main development of dwellings in this part of Petaluma, right along the river. And you'll see that there's a seawall that they built along there. Used to have terrible flooding in that neighborhood. I had a friend that lived there years ago, a woman whose name I cannot remember. And she and her husband lived there, and every few years they had to evacuate their house for a week or so because the river would come up and flood that neighborhood. But then they built that seawall in there. There are places where it's on both sides of the river, but mostly it's on the westerly side. Coming to the weir. This weir was designed, I assume, to back up floodwater and meter it out as it came down through the town. And I'm sure that it gets up to where it's flooding. I should have come down here and tried to get a look at it in some people's backyards, maybe when the water was up all the way. Or there's a walking path up there. Might give me access to it. It'd be interesting to see what the conditions were at the weir here. Maybe next time it floods. It is graffiti, but I think this says bones. B-O-N-E-S. I believe that's what that's supposed to be. And Mr. Bones, whoever he is very talented. That is really exquisite work. If they allowed that in the Leisure Lake Village Mobile Home Park, I'd have a guy do my back wall. Egret's still up on top of the wall there. Actually, I guess there's enough water now. We don't have to worry about rolling backwards. See you later, Mr. Egret. I'm going to row right up. And back the boat right up underneath him. Tilt the cell phone camera so you can see him longer. buddy. How you doing? You are a handsome devil. Yes, you are. Is your name Bones? Are you the one that's done that artwork? Turn them. You want to be running into the rocks here. And we'll put the camera down again. There. Just coming up to Lynch Creek right here, which is the end of the bike trail, or as far up the river as the bike trail comes, I should say. It turns and goes east along Lynch Creek, underneath 101, and all the way over to McDowell. It's a very nice bunch of bike trails, paved bike trails that the city has built. You can row all the way out, or ride all the way out to the airport, and then you can head south along the westerly side of the airport all the way down to Casa Grande Road. I think the round trip from Payran Avenue by that route, I'm just looking to see what that is. It looks like a boot. It is a boot. Somebody's rubber boot. I wonder if I can pick that up without damaging anything. Oops, look out, there's a rock. Found a rock. Just put that in the bottom of the boat and oop, more rocks. I'll have to do some maintenance on the fore tip. Anyway, we get down here to Lynch Creek and I'll put my nose up. I don't remember the sound of any water coming down. It's always kind of nice when there's a bit of a dribble. The creek bed, once you get 100 feet away from the lake, is up 4 or 5 feet from where the water level we have now. Nope, I can hear water. Oh yeah. So we'll back around and head in there. I guess the creek bed's only about 3 feet above where it is now. And the water's down as low as I can get in here. There's probably a couple of more feet of bank showing. Just above the bushes there, you can see the bridge. The bike trail gets across the creek before it turns east along the creek bed. And this is a manufactured creek bed. There was a creek here, but they've since straightened it and rip-wrapped the sides so that people could build houses. A lot of times I pull in here, there's a bunch of ducks all kind of hiding out back in this little nook there. Just heard a crow. So thought about using my crow call to tease them over here, but nah, just let them go. Alright, we got 27 minutes of video on the cell phone, so we'll let it go here and catch you all later. Stop recording.